Okay, today we're gonna be working on the Belair. The car's running real good, but I've noticed my water pump, can't see it, but my water pump is seeping out of the back where the pump goes in, I assume. So I'm gonna change that out and make sure that's what's leaking. But I'm gonna start off by draining the coolant and getting some of this stuff off the top out of the way so we can get in there and work on it. Okay, got the radiator hose off, got the air tube off there, and I got the water drained out. Some of it went in a bucket, most of it went on the floor. But now we're gonna get ready to try to pull the water pump off. Hopefully I don't have to take these fans off. So now we'll get to that. Okay, got the water pump off. It's sitting over here on the floor. I don't know where it would have been leaking from. It's awfully wet back here though. And it also has started raining, and it's about 40 degrees, so hopefully this doesn't take very long to clean up the gasket mating surfaces and get her put back together. Okay, got the gasket surfaces cleaned off. That one there is kind of hard to get to because the alternator's in the way and I didn't really want to take that bracket off. So I'm gonna get the thermostat housing and the idler or tensioner pulley swapped over to the new water pump and then try to get her all back on there. Okay, got it all bolted back together. Gonna put a little silicone on the thermostat housing because I reused the O-ring. And now I'm gonna take these bolts. Some of them are pretty crusty on the end. I'm gonna hit them with the wire wheel on the grinder and clean them up, put the new gaskets on, get this thing thrown back together. Okay, got the bolts cleaned up. I did go back in the box and in with these gaskets there was a new O-ring. So I did change that out. I didn't film it, but I did put the new O-ring on there now. Figure out how these go in and get it bolted up because it's getting cold out here and I got the water pump down there. Finally got the gaskets to stay up there where I could get the bolts started. Now tighten them back up, hook up the hoses, and fill it back up with coolant. Good to go. Okay, got 2 gallons of water. Well, 1 gallon antifreeze, 1 gallon of water. Use straight antifreeze because, you know, it's cheaper. I'm gonna put the air intake back on it and back it up a little bit and fire it up and see if it's leaking anywhere. So, here we go. Okay, it's running. Got some water in my funnel there. I'll let it warm up so the thermostat opens. And add any water if necessary. Don't see any leaks. I've seen drip. Comes from my overflow tube here. Make sure that's tight. And what you guys haven't seen is I got a gauge for this thing because I didn't have a speedometer or anything that worked. So I've got this scan gauge, which is pretty cool. It'll focus in on it. It has a bunch of different gauges that it can show you. There's intake air temperature, water temperature, speed, and then instant miles per gallon. And it's got a tack on it, so that's nice. And it just velcros up. I stuck some Velcro on the dash pad because I didn't really worry about it because it's not in very good shape anyways. But this gauge here is a lot more accurate or quicker to react than the old manual gauge I got down here. So okay, we're getting close, up to 188. Thermostat should open at 195 degrees. We'll go see what she looks like. The water is rising in my funnel. It's gonna make a mess. Get a little heat in it. Really noisy alternator. That'll be on the list. To get me an overflow mounted over here, because now I've just got this hose, factory style, just dripping away. Oh, it's up to 204 now. Now I'm going to try to pull this thing out. Get as much of that water in there as possible. Okay, warming up to 213. I put a switch on the fans because because they were running all the time. And there you go. Okay, out here test driving. Got 197, 198 degrees. That wasn't good. Okay, it's really dark, but Belair busted either drive shaft or blew the rear end out of it on that little launch there. Good news is water pump working well. Bad news is the something else much worse has broken.